Hello, welcome everybody, new and old subscribers. Thank you for joining me. I'm sharing a swap journal today. This I've made for Carol Laws. We decided to do a swap a few weeks ago, quite a few weeks ago. It might have been before lockdown. We're still in the UK, we're starting to come out of lockdown tomorrow. It's Tuesday today and Wednesday tomorrow. There's quite a bit of controversy about it. Anyway, you all know what's going on. So anyway, I hope Carol likes this. I have really loaded this journal up. I couldn't really stop. It's fabric, it's soft cover and one signature, and it's fabric over cardstock on the inside and outside. I've got a pin here with some bows, boho bead that I've made on the spine there. Really pretty picture. I liked the way the pink picked up the pinks in the cover, although I've actually called it Primrose. I quite like using these definitions in a book plate. This is actually stuck down, but there is room in here for Carol to slot another name in if she wants to. So inside this one, it's quite stiff because it's so full. I've made a little, this is a die cut, so I've made a little charm on the front there with some vintage paper. That hangs that way. And I've put seed beads on all the pins. So we've got a journal card, and this is My Porch Prints, one of her kits. I've used that quite a lot in this book. And this is one of Tracy's like sample slides, and I put a butterfly in that one. I thought Carol might quite like that. Hopefully she'll like that. Bits of lace, bits of stenciling. This again is My Porch Prints. Carol actually picked out a journal of mine that I'd made a little while ago. I think it was called Isabel, and she said that she liked that one, and so I've made something. It's not the same, but it's similar. This I will take off is a tiny little envelope from My Porch Prints, and there is a little postcard in there, a miniature postcard, which I won't try and get out. Fingers aren't working very well this morning. It's turned a bit colder, so whether it's setting off a bit of arthritis. And this is a receipt from 1870. This was sold to me as an original. I don't know actually whether it's original or not. I'm not wholly convinced, but anyway, it was sold to me as an original. This is that French embroidery paper. Some punched lace on here. This is an envelope which I've left open, a journal card that I've made, and I've just popped a little cigarette card in here as there's a little tuck spot there. This is a pocket with a large journal card, and this is a loose die cut underneath the lace, which is over some vellum. I've done an envelope using an Edith Holden page. Again, I've popped a postcard in there for Carol. It is written on. Yeah, and I think that's a French one, and that's what I've done on the front of that. This, I just liked this picture. This is from a book about roses, and I liked the way the colours picked up on the other things I'd done on that page. The stenciling is a little bit darker than I would normally do, mostly because the first colour I chose was too orangey, so I had to go over it with a pinker shade. I used Distress Oxide for my stenciling. This is another little charm that I've put together. So it's a punched tag and a little die cut shape that I've put glossy accents over. And in this pocket there's an original letter, solicitor's letter from 1900, a journal card, and the pocket is made from a vintage magazine page. This is just a tag with a bit of lace on. This is another die cut that I've made into a little charm with some scrapbook paper and glossy accents. It's layered up onto several, I think I cut out 3 or 4 layers of card to just give it some substance. This is an invoice from 1966. A card from that My Porch Prints. This is lace over sari silk. Vintage ledger. This is an original cabinet card. It's not signed on the back, but there is the original H. Bowler, I think it is, from Castle Street, Dudley, Dudley is a town near Birmingham. Use the centre spread, probably my favourite. I think I've said this before, my favourite Edith Holden image. This is from an original Flower Fairy edition, an old edition, 1920s. I have mounted it on card and stitched it, but obviously Carol can use that as she wants to. Collage the pocket a little bit, and I've put a tag in the back. This is another of those cutouts from pockets from My Porch Prints. I hope it is My Porch Prints. I think it is. And this is an old magazine page, 1926 that's from. There's a postcard here, French postcard, again with some writing on it but no stamp. Another lace pocket over vellum, another Flower Fairy image, and a little charm here, some fabric and paper snippets, and another punched tag. It's a library card. This is from an old cigarette album. Here I've done an envelope with some vintage cigarette cards in. And I've just popped, because it makes it a little bit heavier, I've just popped a paper clip over there just to hold it in place, and a journal card. More printed vellum. Another little charms, double-sided. I've glossy accented one side but not the other. See, this is quite full, but if Carol takes out the loose tags, it will thin it down a bit, and I have left a fair bit of writing space. I'm not sure how easy it will be to write in, but anyway. It's a rose card, and this is a vintage envelope. There is a vintage letter in there. So the envelope is from, well, I don't know. It's from Rhodesia, and it's a penny stamp. It must be quite old. The letter is not original. I thought this was 1958 because it's got 58 on there. This letter is not original to the envelope, but this is dated 1956, so it's a similar era, and it's in French, so I have no idea what that says. I hope if you can read French, Carol, that it's all okay. Anyway, I thought it looked quite nice with the stamp showing through, and I liked the way the stalk of this carried on from that cutout. Again, I've done another pocket here with magazine page, an old receipt, 1950s magazine page, and one of those cigarette cards here, and from the album on there. Sorry, this is getting a bit long. This is just some fussy cutting. I just like the way the colours picked up. And this is my card in a little embroidered scrap on the back here. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this carol, and it's not too bulky for you. It is one of my more bulky ones, but I really enjoyed making it. So thank you all for watching. Bye bye.